Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we're on a roller coaster right now. We're up and down. We don't know what's going on. What is going on with this company? 2 days ago, I do a video where I drop a load of info about the time it takes to play this game and how it needs to change. And I think some people misunderstood, but basically what I was saying is speed up the monotonous part of the game so we can enjoy new features and the more interesting parts of the game. That's where I was going with it. Some people got it. Some people misunderstood what I was trying to say. But basically, speed up the boring parts that we've done. We've done it. We've seen it. Speed up the useless animations in places like this because we've seen it. We don't need to see it a billion times. I don't want to see him celebrating every time he levels with just like a couple of brews. Like, move on. All of that stuff, speed it up. Let me do it quicker. So all of that stays the same. I've passed it all on to Plarium. Load of the content creators are behind it. I've had not a word back. That's the way it is. Like, people think that us as content creators, we've got this big power. We're going to change the game. We give ideas. They're very rarely listened to. It's frustrating, but it's the way it is. We don't run the game. We're nothing to do with the game. We're not paid by the game. Nothing like that. We're literally just doing content on a game that we love. So, yesterday, I'm all hypey. I'm like, I've been asking for Clan Wars for at least 12 months in videos. And I'm totally up for Clan Wars in this game. I see some content. They don't give us any actual detail of what it entails. And there's a load of comments on my video yesterday like, this is Wales only. You've got the wrong idea. This is not the way it's going down. And I'm like, well, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see because firstly, it shouldn't be Wales only if we're all pitched against people of our own level. And I then see the file from within the game. And we're going to go into that today. We're going to go into the file, which is shocking, by the way. I'm then going to tell you what they should do. And again, I don't have any control over this, but I tell you now, it's not hard. It's not a hard thing to do. So literally, like, I mean, if they released a game in the current format as it's coded into the game, if they release this mode, I will not spend a penny on this game until they improve that mode. That's my stance. You guys do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to ask you not to because it's your life. You do what you want. And even if I ask you not to, you do it in secret anyway if you wanted to. So who cares? But that's my thing. I'm not going to because I think it's a shocker. Anyway. There's one other thing which I'm going to tackle first, which is the accessory. I'm totally against it. And so are loads of content creators. And so's loads of the community. Like, if they don't see and feel how much people are against this new accessory they're going to drop, then they are literally blind. That's where we're at. So the accessory, for those that didn't catch my video yesterday, is a ability to, let me just read it out to you again here. It's called Reaction Accessory. The wearer gets a 25% chance to basically change a crit into a normal hit. When I first saw it in game code, I said this is kind of broken. And we didn't know the full detail. Now we do. If you've got 3 of those pieces on, a crit will become a normal hit 75% of the time on the first round. Now, there's only one person, by the way, in content creator chat that feels this is a good idea. Everyone else is like totally against it. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. If it was maxed out at 20%, 25%, it's still high. It's still too high. And I think what they're doing is something they did in the past. So in the past, one champion was totally busted and they didn't want to nerf that champion, okay? They didn't want to nerf him because they knew there would be a massive community backlash, right? So what did they do instead? They nerfed a set or the ability to stack moves from a set, Relentless, wherever it is. Yeah, they nerfed the ability to stack additional turns. And actually what it did was it took a ton of fun out of Relentless set and it pretty much nerfed people like Whisper, Robar, any of the ones that were really benefiting from it, Lord Shazar. It kind of nerfed them hard because that was really their only thing they had going for them to get themselves into the game. They're not in the game anymore. No one plays any of those champions, even though they're actually kind of good champions. No one plays him because Relentless was nerfed so hard that their kind of little spark of glimmer of hope from Relentless is gone. So Relentless set now is very niche. People don't really use it when it should be a really strong set. So that was kind of what they did in the past. And it feels like this accessory is literally just coming in to try and nerf somebody who's overpowered without actually doing it. And I know people don't agree with my view. Fine, I don't care. It's my view. It's my personal opinion. She's overpowered. She's 40% stronger than anyone else. It's overpowered. So they're bringing in an accessory to try and counter her damage. And it's wrong. You don't bring in an RNG piece of item to try and fix something that's broken in your game. Fix something that's broken in your game and bring in some fun stuff that enables people to build with strategy in mind. So that piece there is weak. It's a weak development piece to try and counter something that's broken in their game, in my opinion. So let's get onto this list then that's come out of the game now. So this has now come out of game code. So someone's written this into the code. Someone's had the audacity to throw this into the code. And you know what? There's plenty of people now that mine stuff out of the game. So we get this information before it's actually released. And I tell you now, we're going to fight as hard as we can to change it because it's dumb. It's totally dumb. And yeah, I mean, you know, all it does, every time they do something like this, I think to myself, what are you thinking here? How is anybody signing this stuff off? Who's controlling the sign off of this process? And if it's literally just the accountant in the corner, then I'm sorry, but you are going to lose your game really fast because people don't want to see it. And it's almost like, we're giving you a chance. We're giving you another chance. We love the game. You're the only one with a game that looks this good. You're the only one with a game with champions that animate as well as they do. So, and you've actually got a really cool fundamental game, but you've just got no vision. You've got no way of seeing past the buck. And it's getting to the point where it's getting frustrating. So, or it's beyond frustrating. So what we got here, clan versus clan tournament. This is the type of stuff that's been coded into the game. Compete against a rival clan, we know it. Earn stars, and you can either win or come second. Yeah, the winner gets more rewards, or gets rewards. I don't even know if second gets rewards. Looks like here. And you contribute as a person, so you either contribute and get points and earn rewards, or you don't, basically. Now, I'm all for that, by the way. Like, I'm all for a clan going up against a clan. Whoever contributes a good amount towards that event gets a good score. But I'm going to come on to a different system, which has been around for donkeys, which they could have just used. And it's really easy. Anyway, champion objectives. So these are the type of things that are in the tournaments. Upgrade champions, earn new tournament points. Get champions for the first time. I mean, how is that a tournament? Get champions? How is that a tournament? What? Where's any level of skill in that? Get champions for the first time? Honestly, I can just see some of the real high-end clans that are trying to get these new accessories, setting up a second account, bringing it into their clan, just so they can whale out on new champions so that their main account gets the accessories. That's the length that some of these kind of true whales go to, by the way. It's not, yeah, I'm a whale, but in a sense of, I buy a pack if it looks like it's okay value. I'm not like, I buy out of the shop all the void shards. Like, I'm not that level, and there are that level around, plenty of them. Upgrade champions is weak, but I guess okay. Ascend champions is extremely lazy and extremely weak. Campaign objectives. Beat campaign stages on normal through to nightmare. I mean, potion keep, same, boring. Minotaur, boring. Dragon objectives. Beat the different dragon's lair. You get points for different brackets. It's all just straight out dull. All of that is dull. And I'll come on to, in a minute, what they should do. But all of that, totally dull. Faction wars, clear different things. All they're basically saying is play the game normally and you'll get tournament points. Hope you enjoy the new tournament. Like, wake up. It's so boring. It's ridiculous. Arena objectives, win medals and gold, but like, just do the same thing you do every day. Clan boss, get chests, artifacts. Level artifacts is an event for a clan versus clan tournament. Come on. You're so freaking lazy. It's ridiculous. Forge objects. I mean, if anyone's actually on top of their game, all of their forge materials are gone because they're leveling that stuff as soon as they get it because they want the items. And then there's actually something missing here, which I've seen, and I don't know if it's real, but I've been told it's come out of the game code. One of them has got spend gems. I'm going to go up against you guys. I'm going to take you on. Let's see who can spend the most gems today. Like, wake up. How freaking ridiculous is that? None of those have had a single minute of thought. Not a single minute of thought has gone into that. This clan versus clan tournament is just a reskin of this. But you're just adding everybody's points together now. Reskin. Adding my points on top of the rest of my clan. All that's taken is 3 minutes in the back office to say, can we add 30 people's numbers together? The newbie that came in yesterday was like, I've got a great idea, clan versus clan. What about if we add their scores? And somebody has signed that off. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. I've been asking for clan versus clan for 12 months. In 12 months, this is the best they've come up with. Shocking. What they could do, there's games out there, right? There's games already out there. Steal ideas. Steal ideas if you've got literally zero ideas. You know, I talked about it yesterday. I played Clash of Clans for a long time. You pitch yourself up against another clan, okay? It's pretty simple stuff. You're on a leaderboard. You put 15 in, you put 5 in, you put 10 in, you put 30 in. Depends on the size of your clan. You choose who's going to go into your next clan war, and then you get matched up against someone else in your league. You go up and down leagues depending on your quality, and it levels out to a point where you're always facing, or you should always face, someone a similar level to you. That way, yeah, the Wales will be at the top facing Wales, but you know what? The mid-tier, the free-to-plays, whatever, are going to face each other when they get to a certain point, and as long as there is a half-decent reward, then everyone's going to have fun doing it. In our world, what could you do in this type of system? Well, you could have different sections. You could have, you know what, you need 5 of your people. It's random. Let's say you as a clan leader, you pick 3 things that you want to feature. The other clan leader picks 3 things, and then there's 1 thing that goes in as a random thing, okay? And it might be that you pick, I want for there to be at least 2 speed farm dragon events. I want there to be highest clan boss damage. I want there to be, I don't know, I mean, it literally could go on. I want there to be 3 versus 3 arena battles, and it literally like slots in all stuff that's already in the game, but it slots in a competitive element to it. Not just, can I spend gems to run dragon 500 times in a day? That's not a competition. That's not what clan versus clan should be. But if there was something that said, you know what, you need someone in your clan that can specialize in a zone, in an area of the game, and you're going up against someone else, and actually we've got some control over what we pick for our clan, hallelujah, we've got a competition. We've got people that can actually try and play the game and compete with other people in the game. It's not difficult to do. It's honestly, and I feel like I'm the guy that's just walked in through the door yesterday, and I'm like, I've got an idea. Can we do it? And it's still too easy to implement. That's an easy one. Like, just pick stuff that's already in your game and pitch each other against each other. The next step would obviously be stuff like live arena, live PvP. That's much harder to implement because you need both people there at the same time ready to fight, and that's not that easy to do. Honestly, it's so weak. Maybe it's Maybe it's you've got a week worth of, maybe everyone's got the same competition for that week, and it's Ice Golem, and you've got a week worth of time or 2 days worth of time, whatever it is, to hone your skills, and then at the end of the time, it records your fastest run. I don't know. Honestly, it blows my mind how juvenile this company can be about adding new features. It's honestly getting to the point where it's got insane. It's got ridiculous. Reskin. It's really frustrating because I am a positive person and I want to be on the front foot sharing cool stuff with you guys. I want to be there. That's who I am. That's why I started playing this game. It felt like it was a bit of a breath of fresh air. Some cool stuff going on in the game. And honestly, if it's released in this vein, you're going to see a ton of players leave the game. A ton of players will leave the game because they've just pushed it up a notch. Totally whale heavy. If they release it like that, I absolutely will not spend a penny or a gem or whatever or compete in any of those tournaments. I won't do it. And I'm sure Gallifrey will want to because they're a top clan, and I'll probably just leave the clan because I'm not going to let that wash. It's not good enough. It's not good enough for the player base. They've not put any thought into this system at all. They're just looking at a financial balance sheet and they're saying, how do we boost some money next month? I'll tell you what, let's implement what we've already got and throw it out there. Shocking, guys. Shocking.